I decided to make a competitive Halo map. No, not casual, competitive. The Halo community is currently starving for more competitive Halo content, and I decided to make it my duty as a level designer to make a competitive Halo map. Let's dive in. Now, there are two things when it comes to designing a map. There's level design and then there's environment art. What I'm going to be focusing on here is level design. I want to make the map as competitive as possible, and not really focus on the environment art. The environment art will come after everything is play tested and the map feels competitive for competitive players. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the explaining. So basically, I just started with a drawn out layout. These are the best way to get your mind flowing and kind of see if a layout will work for you. This is obviously for a 4v4 competitive map, and I think it looks like a pretty great layout. So I'm going to take this into Halo Infinite's Forge, and we're going to try and test out and see if it feels good. I also need playtesters bad, because if we want to make these things competitive, we have to make sure that we're playtesting with actual people and not bots. So if you are a competitive Halo player and you want to try out new maps, feel free to join the Discord in the link below, and we'll set up a playtesting session that we can all play, and it'll be a good time. So making maps, it usually goes into a few phases. So you have layout phase where you kind of draw out the map, and then it enters the next phase where it's called the block out. Basically what you do is you kind of just take your little layout and you just make it all fit your map. One of the best things of advice that I heard is, like, for competitive arena maps, typically they have 10 seconds of runtime across the map. So whatever your character's like fastest natural speed is, you want to make it 10 seconds to run across the map. So for example, the character's fastest natural speed is running, so we want to time ourselves running across our layout, and that'll give us a good sense of scale that we need for a competitive map. So yeah, let's finish this block out. I'm gonna have my handy dandy layout here, and I'm just gonna follow it along, and yeah, let's make the layout. Okay, so I'm pretty freaking darn proud of what I've created here. This is the finished block out of my map. So basically, it's a map called Connection. We've play tested it a few times now, and it's pretty dang fun. We've only found 2 playtesters, and the rest had to be bots, but it's still pretty fun based on what we have. So basically, with this map, the big thing that I wanted, or like the main attraction of this map, as you would call it, is like this middle area here. So this is top mid, and it spawns the sniper. I didn't want to have rockets for this map just because I felt like the sniper would be a little more skilled for this map. So this is top mid. It basically it's the main traversal point of the map. It's got the fastest rotates, and it's basically probably going to be the most contested point of the map, which is why I put the sniper there. So this is where our eagle team is going to spawn, or our red team or blue team, depending on what colors you are in Halo Infinite. So this is where you spawn, and each player is going to probably wanting to push the sniper, so they're going to push up there. So they're going to have this little box here. This box during playtesting, this box is the same on the other side. It was a little lower, so you would be forced to clamber up. And I didn't want players to clamber up because I didn't want players that were in top mid to have too much of an advantage. So I decided to make this box a little higher so players could just crouch jump up and contest easily. There's also the shotgun room that spawns in here. Blue team spawns, or yellow team spawns right over here. They spawn right here so they can run, and this will be all contested here. And then here's their box where they jump up to get the sniper as well. Added this little box in the middle so they can have an area to fight around. And it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. As of right now, it's freaking stupid because the bots don't know how to jump up these things, even if I use a two-way nav point. Just doesn't want to build. Doesn't want to build. Doesn't want to freaking build. But yeah, this is a asymmetrical map, so it offers. So as soon as the players spawn, it's just solely dependent on map control. They get the first power weapons, and then from that point on, it's just all about map control. I don't feel like any places on this map are too overpowered. There was one problem though. This area used to be a freaking super annoying area. Some of the players, this right here and that door right there used to not be connected, so players we were playing Slayer, they would just camp in here, and I'm just like, what the heck are you guys doing? So I decided to knock out a few walls so players couldn't camp as easily, and it just allows for more map flow around the sides of the map. Yeah, let's go ahead and take you around some more of the map, because I haven't even showed you guys that much. Here is open area, I guess. This is where pit is. It's where a lot of fun areas of the map are. Again, this area, I wanted to make a lot of different paths into top mid, so they can't just hold it, and it could be used as an easily accessible rotate point. So from here, this is a spawn point here, so players could jump here, jump up there, and jump across here and get to top mid, grab the sniper. And players could also, if they spawn over here, they could, you know, curb slide, get up top, and then clamber to the top mid from there. And then there's also this way here. They could jump across from here. So I didn't want this top mid spot to be ridiculously overpowered, so I decided to make it so everyone could reach the top mid and everyone could contest and have a good time. This area originally wasn't here, so it was just this big long hallway and this room right here. But this top area originally wasn't here. When I was making the block out, I was making like this side area, and I was like, wait a minute, this would actually be a great point for players to take and to rotate to mid, possibly, because on that other side of the map they have those two pillars that they can jump up on top of and jump into mid. And at that point, when I was making this map, this area didn't have like a high ground and a way to jump into top mid. There's a bit of a jump there that players can do to jump up. So it was a lot of fun to make that part of the map, and I kind of had a eureka moment to make that. So yeah, this is where the other side of the map is. Basically, we got this pit area that players can come down and then come into pit, or they can rotate out of pit, because this right here is a little king of the hill area, and players are going to want to be able to rotate out without being seen by the top power positions. So yeah, there's also this fun little rotate area around here. If a player in this power position wants to rotate out, come around and kind of hide, or come out and challenge B flag, they can do that. So yeah, this map was a lot of fun to make, and it's been a lot of fun to playtest too. I'm trying to think if there were any other, like, I already went through, this is my first or my second iteration, and basically all that changed was I would have, yeah, this is my second iteration, and all that changed were these boxes here and these openings right here into this room to make it so players could fight around these boxes and stuff. So it adds for more dynamic gameplay, and it's really fun. Also, Pit has plenty of jump ups. I figured I would want to reward a player for coming all the way down here, like down and around. I'd want to reward them with a jump up to be able to get up to this area. There's a lot of flow in this area just because this box is here, because they can jump from all the way from pit to top mid. So I wanted to reward players for taking this route here. And there's also a thruster pack down there. This area of the map originally was super open, and it was kind of hard to have players play around it. Or like when I was making the block, I was like, geez, no one is going to play in this area because this wall wasn't here, these three boxes weren't here. I knew those boxes were going to be there. This was originally going to be a grav lift, but I feel like grav lifts just aren't competitive in Halo. Like if you have a grav lift, then it just screws up your movement. I wanted everything to have its own, like, or players to have control over their movement and stuff and not have to rely on grav lifts. So yeah, this whole area was just completely open, and I was like, no one's gonna play here. So I decided to have players give them the opportunity to play out here by adding this big wall in and adding those crates in. So yeah, and this wall, it's a double whammy. You can play on top of it as well, especially when there's a King of the Hill objective out here, or you're contesting B flag or defending B flag. So yeah, it's a great area to be. There's lots of verticality in this section of the map. So yeah, it's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah,